everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have a super laid back haul. I'm wearing like my favorite summer dress ever. Like, it's so easy to just throw on. It's a little chilly in my room, so I threw on a little denim thing. Outside it's like 4 million degrees. Anyway, I just want to jump right into it, and they're not really reviews. I just want to talk about some things that I've got in case you guys want to see me use anything specifically to review, because I get in a lot and I review whatever I want when I want, but if there's something maybe someone else wants to see, it'll give me like a, oh, let's like bump this up on my priority list or something like that. So the first things I did want to mention were, of course, the Sonia G Lotus set and the mini base brush. So let me just go over this set really quick. The first thing you get is the base brush, and then you get the cheek brush, the detail brush, the builder, worker, and soft definer. And a handful of these already existed in her collection. I've been using the base brush for cream contour specifically with the Salt New York products. It's okay, I like it. I don't really have any complaints. I don't think I would tell you to go buy that brush for that, but it came in the set. Have not used the cheek brush yet, and I have washed these. However, I did let them dry inside of a brush guard so they didn't bloom fully. I've used the detail brush. Didn't love it. I got it because, well, in the set, it's similar to the classic face from her Kkw set. It's okay. It's okay. That's all I have to say on that. I've used 2 of the eye brushes. I used the builder brush, and I was pretty impressed. I understand why people speak so highly of it. I have not used the soft definer. However, I cannot wait to. It's so itty bitty. And then the worker brush, haven't used yet, but I'm sure that'll also be great. I do enjoy her brushes. I've not had an issue with them, so I'm keen to use those. And then probably my favorite one I picked up is the mini base. I am contemplating purchasing the jumbo concealer because it's like a bigger version of the domed shadow brush from Moda Brushes and the complexion brush, the jumbo concealer. It's like right between these, and I do love this one for concealer, and I also use this one, but to have one in between, I'm like, maybe. But I've really been enjoying the mini base, so that makes me think, you know, Olivia, you don't have to buy them all just because they exist, you know? Another brand I want to touch on quick, I spoke about this in one of my last videos. This is Nairo Beauty. It was a hard eye. I should have looked back, but I didn't. I have 3 full size and 2 minis. I've got, this is Dirty Dancing. I use this one the least because it's in my beauty room. I use Pulp Fiction the most because it's in my purse, and that's more of a neutrally brown, but it barely shows up as a pigment, which is what I like about them. I also have Bride and Prejudice, which is more of a red tone. I use that if I'm wearing makeup and I'm at work, but if I'm not wearing makeup, Pulp Fiction, ride or die. Love it so much. Next, I am wearing just this today. I just filmed all my stuff for the influencer ad. I don't have to talk about it on here, but I figured I'd let you know. It's the St. Ives Clear Skin 3-in-1 SPF Moisturizer. Has a really weird smell at first, but it dissipates really fast. I'm really bad about putting sunscreen on, and this is a moisturizer, and I mean, it was free, so I've used it. It doesn't feel like anything on the skin, which is actually kind of nice, and I put it on the back of my hands as well. Then, I know so many things. From Ulta, oh yeah, my low buy, no buy for this month. I've only purchased one thing this month. In the month of August, I've only put one purchase in. Today is August 8th or 9th. It's Wednesday. The only thing I've ordered in the entire month of August is this, and it was a new shade in the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I needed to pick up a light, medium, neutral 25N, and then a hint of beige from Morphe 2, the Hint Hint Skin Tint. I needed to get my correct shades. My Morphe 2 Hint Hint, I had medium, hint of almond. I bought that last summer. I was tan. When I wear it, when I blow my nose, I end up missing like all this foundation here. I have such a line. So I really wanted to purchase my actual shade, and this is described as a light medium. Blends into my chin. I was messing with it the other day. Couldn't even see it. The Tarte Creaseless, also amazing. I had medium 32. It was way too yellow. So now I've got my correct shades. Very happy about that. Next up, I don't think I mentioned this, and if I did, I'm really sorry, so I'm going to say it quick. This is just a palette of square things, okay? But I picked up all of the new Menagerie eyeshadows, all of their new duochromes, and I was able to pick up the shade Lily because they finally had it in stock. I also got the new, 3 of the Adept shades. This is ACD5, and then I've got ACI 14 and 15, I believe, or 15 and 16. Got those. And my Adept palettes haven't shipped though. I ordered the singles with the palettes and they shipped separately, so I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, I also, what was one of the first things I got? Well, you've seen the video already. I decided to try out the brand Sydney Grace. I know. So I picked up the Quintessence Deep palette. That there, and then I picked up the On the Horizon Light palette. The color story for the Quintessence really spoke to me. They all line up. I don't have the third one, obviously. Really enjoyed this. I was thinking about buying it back when they first came out, but the deep sold out so fast. And then I was like, well, I don't want the light one because I didn't like the mattes in the light, but I enjoyed the mattes in the On the Horizon Light. They were 25% off. I decided to pick them up. Along with that, I picked up 2 singles. I finally got The Greatest Gift, and I picked up the Timtalia single in Dear Reader. I really also wanted to pick up the shade Winter Garden that went along with Greatest Gift. However, that was sold out. So I just threw those in here to show you. Another random one, I got the Lethal Gel Liner in the shade Reverb. It is like that perfect shade of purple that I'm always aiming for my eyes. So I used it once just to test it out. Haven't used it in a look yet, but I pre-ordered that from Camera Ready Cosmetics a little while ago. And then I did order, okay, long story short, I got BoxyCharm for Natasha Denona palette, didn't get the right one, gave the other one away as a gift, decided I wanted it back. This is the Anya palette. I was able to get this in a Luxie brush set for 16 bucks off Mercari, brand new. Couldn't beat it. Wish I didn't declutter the first one, but you know what, it went to get home, so I'm content with where it went. I'm glad I was able to give it as a gift. But yeah, repicked it up. It's pretty. It's pretty. I don't know. Natasha Denona is slowly becoming a Natasha Denona. No, yes. It's not funny, but you get it. You get it. This video is super high energy. I don't want any awkward pauses. All right, and then I also ordered the new Sugar Drizzle palette. Actually, I don't even think I showed you the Sugar Drizzle 2. So here was the sequel. I got this the day it launched. Stunning, beautiful. Mainly picked it up for the shade Sugar Cakes, but everything else is just a frickin' bonus because it's stunning. There are a few overlapping shades with the Northern Lights palette, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. And then I picked up the, oh crap, there's no name. This is like the Pizza Cat, Space Cat. I don't know what one it's called, but it's their third one. Picked this up the day that it launched. Fun fact, Pew Pew is an exact dupe for Don't Be Jelly number 6 in the Don't Be Jelly palette from Alien Cosmetics, which I have since decluttered. Bought it for Space Me Out. Everything else is a bone, and Pew Pew, because I wanted to replace it, shade. Everything else is a bonus. Actually, Pew Pew is the dupe of the shade I used in my most liked Instagram post for the month of July. It was like bluey, greeny, tealy with some blue frog earrings. So if you wanted to recreate that look, you just need this shade, so buy this palette from Sugar Drizzle. They ship in less than a week. They're amazing. I've had no issues with the brand. I've ordered with them once from their Etsy, twice from their website. Not a single issue. Then I ordered the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. I ordered this the day that it launched because I've got Book of Magic, Sunset Horizons, New Romantic, and the Nikki palette, but the layout for the Nikki palette's different. This is what she looks like. A lot of people have been saying it looks like a similar color story to the Melt Cosmetics Morte and Vita palettes. It totally does. But weirdly enough, like this palette looks like the Gemini palette, this row, in a really good way. These two shades, Earth and Marigold, look beautiful and so grungy. Really excited to use this palette going into fall. I feel like it screams fall. And I'm here for it. I'm glad I got it. $15 for this. I live in the US. I paid $21.50 for this palette total. And it got to me in a week. Amazing. Next, what do we got? We'll do that one after. So, Kkw Beauty is closing. They're rebranding. So, I was gonna order from their site, but I was really sad because a few months ago I realized that her Honey and Mauve palettes were matte, and I was like, oh my god, they were matte palettes. Almost bought them full price, didn't, and then they got ripped from her website. I was heartbroken because I love her mattes. I have the matte cocoa and the matte smoke. Every time I use them, they blend themselves. Yes, I'm always using them with the Wayne Goss No. 5 brush, and that could be what blends them out. But those shadows are beautiful to work with. So I was really sad. The main reason I went to look at the site was because the holiday collection, the crystallized palette, was on sale. It was $11.25. This is what it looks like. And then I decided not to order it at the time because I was like, you know, I'm not going to just order it for just this palette. And then I got the Night Sky palette from the Celestials collection. But a few days after I didn't buy these, guess what came back on the site? Guess what came back on the site? All you had to do was type these into the search bar and they were there. They were there waiting for me. These were $18. Amazing. I don't care. I don't care if they're similar shades to anything I've ever owned in my entire life because now I have them in the Kkw matte formula. The matte formula. I love them. Love them. And so since I was buying these were 18. This was 15 or $12.50. It changed prices, or $13. Weird because this was 13 and then this was 11. I also decided because of Beauty and the Frizz, love her, go check her out, Kara's awesome. I decided to grab the Camel Palette, and this was, I think, $22 at the time I ordered. It did drop down to a lower price point. However, when this dropped down to in the teen range, the other palettes were sold out. So I'm glad I purchased this at $22 because I was able to get 3 other palettes that I wanted. And I'm just so excited. Also, the pans are magnetic. They're all magnetic, so you can change these around. Obviously, you can't if you didn't buy them. Sorry, but I'm really questioning whether or not she's gonna bring back all of her old stuff in the rebrand or if she's just gonna start fresh, which kind of sucks because this isn't new, but like the matte smoke palette was beautiful. It was such a good palette, and the shades appear lighter in the pan and they go on darker on the lid in a good way. Of course, the light shades stay light, but you can build an amazing amount of depth of these. Honestly, Kim K, sponsor me. I'll sell your stuff. I'll sell it all to my 1,000 followers on Instagram. I hit that today. Wild. Thank you guys so much. Throwing that in here. Go follow me on Instagram. Go. It's free. Just takes up space in your mind. Okay, so lastly for haul, I've got, not all of them, okay, just a few orders came in from 2 different brands. So this is my Pretties for Your Face and Copacetic palette. Okay. I picked up this yellow, this bronzy shade, and some of these purples from their last $2 Tuesday. And then Pretties for Your Face did a BOGO sale. I picked up this, is Blossom, Valentine Baby, Globetrotter is one of those. Who else did I pick up? Oh, their new sparkler shades. But mainly I want a Globetrotter and Blossom. This is really hard to hold. All right, let's put that back. And then something I briefly want to touch on regarding depotting palettes. So if you are a frequent depotter, I just want to talk to you, or if you're contemplating it. Throughout my life, all my life, I have depotted many a palette, and a lot of the times I've regretted it. So keep that in mind. Like, don't just rip apart a palette if you're like, yeah, maybe I'll depot it, because you can't really put it back. So I don't really support the brand anymore. No, I don't support the brand anymore. Like, however, I still use the shadows that I own because I own them. I recently, actually the beginning of this year, I had posted on my Instagram, I depotted all of my Jstar palettes. All of them. I depotted all of them. And recently I was realizing I wasn't really using the neutrals. My favorite blue of all time is from him. And a couple purples I really enjoy, but I wasn't using the neutrals. So I made the executive decision to repot one of his palettes. I know, wild. So I actually repotted the cremated palette. Yeah, we don't need to look at it like that. I don't know if anyone's gonna fall out, so I'm actually gonna keep this over it. So I put this all back together in the exact order that it came in, because shade-wise it did, the layout made sense. You know, it's not like it was all jumbly like his other palettes. Funny enough, this was the last palette from him I depotted because I didn't want to, because the color story made sense, but then I did it anyway, and I realized it just wasn't really what I wanted. Also, looking at this palette, hear me out, you guys. I think I'll do it. I don't think anything's gonna fall out, so I'm gonna hold it like this. Does this not give you like Melt Mary Jane vibes? I mean, obviously don't buy this over that one, but like if you already have it, you've kind of got a similar color story, and he's got some textury shimmers in this one. I really do need to use it more, but so for like a grungy neutral cool toned look, I really need to dip into this more because I already own it. It was a wedding present. I wish his face wasn't on it. I wish it was the packaging of the outer box. But now all of my depotted ones of his fit into a slightly smaller palette. So it's not as big as the Colored Rain one. It's a little bit smaller, and I am going to tilt this back because a few of these guys are kind of cracked. Whoop. Look at it. Tell me that's not beautiful. My favorite blue in the whole wide world is right over here. That matte blue, beautiful. So really, just err on the side of caution when you're taking things apart. There's a big difference too between, like, this palette, I did not have to break or damage. I was able to pop each pan out individually with no problem. So if it's a palette you're having to actually physically destroy, just make sure you're doing the right thing, because the last thing you want to do is take it apart, not use them, and then get rid of them, and then maybe rebuy the palette, because I've done that in the past, and it's not a good habit to get into. So yeah, that was it for my little haul. I'm pretty sure that's all that I've accumulated recently. Please let me know if there's anything specific you want to review on. Probably not the Kkw palettes because you can't get them. If anything, I will definitely dip into the mattes to pair with my shimmers and things like that. But other than that, everything else is fair game. I'm definitely going to review the Beauty Bay palette and the Temptalia Sydney Grace palettes once I'm done using all the shades in the palette, because again, I was retrying Sydney Grace as a brand. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Please go follow me on Instagram. I am doing a giveaway if you made it to the end of the video. I am doing a giveaway over on my Instagram. If you're seeing this, you probably already follow me on Instagram. I know one of the stipulations will be that you have to follow me on YouTube to enter the giveaway. So if you do that, thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. You're all so supportive in the community, and I don't know what I would do without some of you guys. I've made such great friendships on there, and I wish we could all just hang out and have a makeup party, honestly. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe on here too. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!